Hey guys, Liquid here, and welcome back to Let's Play Boku no Natsuyasumi 2, where we left off. We had, so quite a few stuff, I think the last time we were mainly exploring Okusawa, which is a new area that's basically been unlocked to us, filled with water and whatnot. We met a man named Kimino, I believe, who, I think he's the father of those two girls, Choco and Kako. And we were given... I believe this is... I'm not sure if we're starting the 11th now, or if we're actually going into the 12th. But Hikari told us... Ooh. So earlier... I got a phone call from Shizue, and she says that she'll be coming on by the day boat. I wonder what she'll bring. I hope she brings a toy. Don't you shouldn't be picky with her. Well, maybe I should clean up the hallway and get a little bit of cash. What are you saying? This is your house. Itadakimasu. So I'm curious who this Shizue is. The father referred to her as Oba-chan, which means he might mean their aunt. I guess like maybe like the mother's sister or something. So first off, oh, hello girls. Let's come in here. Let's go to... We want to go to room number 1, which this might be here. Oh, this is the bathroom, isn't it? Oh man. Funny. Okay, let's So we want to find room number 1 because we want to talk to Simon. It's not Simon's room. I don't think it is, at least. Because I remember, like, we saw Simon once, and like he was like sitting down, like he looked like he owned the place. This is Tsumire's room. You know, June is like humid or damp from the not sure what a good word for like translate it, like for the like the rain that happens at this time. Yeah, I don't think it's March, June though. Oh, speaking of which, my novel is proceeding along. This here is my my prized work, my prized big long book. So we can read a little bit of her novel. So have you read? It's been a while since I've actually read any of this. I'm not sure if this will make any sense. Well, let's read chapter 3. Kininaru onna no ko. The girl that it's gotta be. I think this is like the girl that I was interested in.
ある日パンダの黒と白くんはお友達のお見舞いで病院
So one day, the panda Kurotoshiro, the black and white panda, Mr. Black and White, he went to the hospital to check up on a friend.
彼が一人で病院の廊下を歩いていると
When he was walking through the hospital hallway alone,
ドアが少しだけ開いていてそこから廊下へ赤い西日が漏れていました
there was a door that was just a little bit open, and from there, the red setting sun was leaking into the hallway.
小さな部屋の中にはピンク色のパジャマを着た
And inside the room, there was a human girl. There was a human girl wearing pink pajamas.
人間の女の子が一人ベッドの上で寝ています
And she was sleeping. She was lying on the bed.
こんにちは
Hello.
いきなり声をかけられたので黒と白くんはびっくりです
All of a sudden, Kurotoshiro, he was just called out to all of a sudden, and he was very surprised.
君はパンダ
Are you a panda? That's right.
私は人間なんだ
I'm a human.
人間はすぐに風邪をひいたりお腹が痛くなったりするの
So humans, we catch colds and our stomachs get hurt easily. We get belly aches easily. Oh,
たったそれだけの会話でした
that was the conversation.
前が終わって病院の外を歩いていると
When when he finished checking up on his friend and was walking outside of the hospital.
先ほどの部屋の窓辺に西日に照らされた少女の姿が見えました
He looked to the edge of the like he saw the figure of that girl from before being shined upon by the sun from the setting sun in the west, by the window.
彼はなんだか不思議な気持ちになりました
He felt very strange.
1週間後お友達が退院するのでまた病院にやってきた黒と白くん
So a week later, because his friend was going to be released from the hospital, he had Kurotoshiro had come back to the hospital when
もう一度あの病室へ行ってみましたが
and he went to that same hospital room,
でももう少女はいませんでした
but the girl wasn't there anymore.
お母さんらしき人が空っぽになったベッドの周りをゆっくりと片付け
And someone that looked like her mother, someone who looked like it could be her mother, was cleaning up, casually cleaning up cleaning up around the bed that had now become empty.
ていたんです窓の外の楓の木から秋色の枯葉が舞い落ちました
And from the maple trees outside of the window, the leaves, the leaves, or the old leaves in the color of autumn were falling down.
午後5時を知らせる時計の長い長い鐘が鳴った後
And after the bell, the bell of the clock, letting you know that it's 5 o'clock in the afternoon, ring.
黒とシロ君は少女のお母さんに聞きました。
Kuro Toshiro asked the mother,
ここに入院していた女の子はどうなりましたか？
what happened to the girl that was staying here?
お母さんは答えようとしたのですが、
The mother tried to answer, but
それより先に誰かに尻尾をつかまれたので、黒とシロ君はびっくりです。
before that, she was I'm just gonna quickly I'm gonna let it go to the next line just to see before I try to translate it, because the more context might be handy.
こんにちは。
Konnichiwa. Oh, okay, so right, so just as the mother was about to answer, Kuro Toshiro, he felt his tail being grabbed by someone, and then all of a sudden he heard, hello.
とそこにはあの少女が立っていました。
When he turns around, that girl was standing there.
私退院するの。お腹が空いたから売店で買ってきちゃった。
I'm being released from the hospital. I'm hungry, so I went and bought this.
パンダの好きなものは何だ？答え、パンダ。
So what does a panda like? The answer is bread. This only really works in Japanese, where you have panda, which is panda, like the animal panda, and then you have pam, which is bread, and you have da, which is like is. So like panda can be the panda, or it could be panda, like, it's a bread.
二人は一緒に屋上で美味しいパンをむしゃむしゃと食べました。
And the two went to the roof and ate some, and scorched down on some delicious bread.
この頃はもう彼も少しだけ大人になっていますから。
And because he's a bit grown up now,
魚の葉以外のものも食べられるようになっていましたが、
he can now eat things other than bamboo grass. But
ただしパンダのお腹には悪いはずなのでご用心。
because that type of thing can be bad for the panda's stomach, you gotta be careful.
気になる。
Oh no, I didn't mean to read it again. I fell for the circle X and circle trap. That was an interesting little story. Definitely could have. I was afraid it was gonna go a little. I was afraid it was gonna go in a darker direction. But I enjoyed that. Thank you, Tsumire, for letting us read it a little bit. I wonder, is this actually... I think this might actually be the second floor. Okay. Simon, my boy.
こんにちは。
はいこんにちは。
Hello there. Yeah, so this I'm pretty sure is the first time since bringing this Let's Play back that we've actually seen Simon. So here he is in all of his glory. And also, let me just quickly I realized oh, there we go.
ねえ、お兄さんは何をしている人なの？
So, hey, what do you do, Simon?
サイモンは夕日の写真を撮ってる人なんだ。
I take pictures of the evening sun. I believe he actually he told us this before, I'm pretty sure, because it was in our it was in our little diary thing, or our picture diary.
カメラマンなの？
You're a cameraman.
写真家。
Yep, I'm a shashinka. Basically just saying the Japanese word for cameraman.
そこにある本を見てごらん。
Look at the books over there.
それが私が撮った写真を載せてくれる本なんだ。
They're they're books that have the pictures that I took. Here apparently he's apparently shooting for National Geographic.
そうなんだ。
Oh really? How many pictures of the evening sun could you really be taking?
この夕日がとっても気に入ったから、
Because I really like this evening sun.
ずっとここで夕日を撮り続けてるんだ。
When the rainy season ends, I'm gonna keep taking pictures of it.
いつまで？
Until when?
夕日が海に入っていくときにジュッと音がするでしょ。
When the evening sun enters the ocean, it makes a noise like.
水に熱いものが触ったから？
Is it because is that because a hot object touched the water? Like it's like basically comparing the sun going into the sun setting behind the ocean to like a hot thing, like a hot thing going like touching water basically.
そうそう。
That's right.
あの音が写真から聞こえてくるまで頑張ろうと思ってる。
So I'm gonna keep trying my best until that sound can be heard from the pictures. Interesting lad. Oh, yes, I think. This is different from. Yeah, this is definitely different. This is definitely. I'm pretty sure this is different from. I was wondering if I loaded like a wrong save or something. But I'm pretty sure this is different than the other one we have of the setting sun. 夕日が海に入っていく時間。ジュって音はしないよね。音楽流れるだけだよね。So when the setting sun enters the ocean, it won't make a noise like. It'll just play music surely. And I think I didn't read them at the time, but I think like the first one just said something like, Simon's a cameraman. Let's really just quickly go back and. Pretty sure. Wait, Simon. Yeah, 'cause I definitely remember like it was worded in such a way that it was like oh yeah, here we are. Okay, so I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. We did hear this before.
でも本当はね。
But to be honest,
私はここが好きだし、ここの人も気に入ったから。
I like it here, and I like the people too.
近くずっとここにいたいと思ってるんだ。
So I like to stay here for a while.
でも。
Old tools laying around. Dirty pants. Alright then. I was kind of wondering if we would get. I'm pretty sure like we had taken. Like Simon had taken our picture at some point. You want a cucumber? Boku happily agrees. Very delicious. So we want to try to find our aunt. Wait. Okay, so she's not there right now. So our next up, the things that Hikari was talking about. Mentioned going to Yo's house. Hello. Uncle? Here's a drink from the water machine, the water fountain. Oh, he disappeared. How beautiful. Right. Get something for you girls. Oh, Boku, straighten up. You know, when the homework's done, make sure you come back here. You know, last time you didn't come back. Oh man, did I not? Oh, I'm sorry. So I guess do I not get a reward or whatever? So what should we do for the next homework? Kako likes fish. So how about we give you a homework to dive into the sea and look for fish. But we can't you know, by doing that we can't confirm whether he actually went and did it. How about homework to fish for very rare fish? You know, she likes harisimbon, which I believe is like a pufferfish. And she likes hobo, which I'm not entirely. Let's really double check. I want to say harisimbon is porcupine fish, balloon fish, and then a hobo is a red gurnard. A red gurnard. Or also called a sea robin. Oh wow, that looks. It looks almost like a combination between like a fish and a lobster. That's kind of interesting. Well, that's decided. So, by tomorrow evening, you will go and catch some fish. So, entitled, you know, the competition of the fish we like. I'm the red guttered. I'm the porcupine fish. So, you know, all you need to do is catch one, and we can win. Is that alright? And you can't use the fish that you've already caught. You know, it's for the fish that you catch from now to tomorrow evening. when you catch one,
宿題
come here.
ナンバー4好きなお魚対決スタート
No.
頑張れ
Homework number 4: catch the fish. Start. Do your best. Man, that's something. 好きなお魚対決が始まった. You know, the competition of the fish has begun. チョコはホウボウ、カコはハリセンボン. You know, Choco wants a hobo, and Kako wants a ハリセンボン. なんでこんなに変な趣味? Why do they have such strange tastes? So I'm not actually sure if we can even catch fish, honestly. With how full we are. So one of our goals was to go to Yo's house. Like we got the rocket pieces. We got a rocket piece. I wonder, it might be too late for me to water. Yeah, I think it might be. Too late for me to water the Asagao, sadly. Hello.
ねえおばちゃんとしずえちゃんと仲がいいの
Are you good friends with Shizue?
そうよ。なんたってご近所さんだったんだもん。
Oh, of course. After all, you know, she lived in the neighborhood.
それにしずえちゃんの方が年下なんだけど、
And, you know, she's younger,
しおり
but
しっかりしてるのよね。
she's, much more mature than I
お米とかミルクとか
am.
借りにと、ついでに晩ご飯のおかずまで分けてくれたっけ。
I'm not sure if like she's still on talking about Shizue or that's just like a random conversation, but like she basically says something about how like when she goes to borrow, I think she actually probably was talking about Shizue. She was when she goes to borrow rice and milk, she would also
時々お米とかミルクとか借りに行くと、ついでに晩ご飯のおかずまで分けてくれたっけ。
yeah, she would even like share her the bits for dinner.
チョークがあればここに落書きで
We've had a couple of those moments where I really cannot remember where Yo's house is, so I really, you know, don't know. I think he might have been over here. I think this might have been like a haunted house. Like nobody lived here. Oh, here he is. I just freaked out. Hey, Yo. What's up?
こんにちは
Yeah.
Konnichiwa. Hello. Oh, it's you.
君か。
ねえお兄ちゃん
Hey,
お兄ちゃん
mister.
ここに一人で住んでるの
Are you living here alone?
本当は親父がいるんだけど。
Yeah, I you know, I've got a dad, but I am living here
あ
alone.
なたは奥沢口の方にある炭焼き小屋にこもりっきりだから。
You know, he lives you know, he's always holed up in the charcoal burning hut in Okasawa-buchi.
たけしやしげるが遊びに来てくれることもあるけど、
You know, sometimes Takeshi and Shigeru come to play,
それ
but
以外はいつも一人っきりなんだ。
other than that, I'm all alone.
やすこ姉ちゃんは全く来ないの？
Does Yasuko not come?
あれ、なんでやすこちゃんのこと知ってるの？
How do you know about Yasuko?
ここへ来る時の船で一緒だったんだ。
She was on the same boat as me.
そうなんだ。
Oh,
そ
really?
のことは物心がついた頃からずっと二人で遊んでたんだけど。
You know, I've been playing with her ever since I can remember.
あっちが一年先に小学校に上がっ
She ever since she went to elementary school a year before I
て
did.
からなんだか僕のことなんかどうでもよくなったみたい。
You know, ever since then, it just seems like she didn't really care about me. Huh.
ねえお兄ちゃん、僕こんなものを見つけたんだけど。
Hey, Mister, I found this.
何？
What's this?
うわ、これホジロケットのバルブじゃないか。
Well, this is the assistant. This is the assistant rocket valve. Well, if it's like the way he says it, it's like the nuance is like, well, if it isn't the the rocket valve. Oh, I gave him rocket valve A.
これで次の打ち上げではちょっとだけお金が節約できるよ。
You know, with this, I can save a little bit of money on the next launch. So we give him A. I'm pretty sure we also have B.
今じゃあっちは高校生のお姉ちゃんって感じで。
You know, right now she's she's basically like a a high school girl.
なんだか恐れ多くて声もかけられないよ。
It's kind of I can't even talk to her. Can I give him B as well?
今じゃあっちは高校
We might have to do it on different days, maybe. I'm not entirely sure, but I'm pretty sure we do have Rocket B. I'm not sure if it would actually appear here. Mochimono. Yeah, I have Rocket Part B as well. We'll just quickly look what day it is. So we are on the 12th. And I feel like I might be like kind of pressed for time, honestly, because I feel like there's a lot of stuff I might have missed or something. But I'm gonna pause the recording just so I can kind of like look up, just look at it, look and see if there's anything of note or whatever. I just quickly just like kind of skimmed through some stuff we can do. Okay, and in addition to this little challenge we got from the girls, apparently one thing we want to do in the near future is head back to the clinic and to talk to that sickly girl again. I wonder if we could actually make it there in time. The girl with the weak heart. Or she said like she was like made of she says she's like a girl like air. Oh, Boku can't. What do you mean you can't ride your bike up the stairs? Oh. So Can I make it in time? Am I even going the right way? So another thing also is we want to try to possibly talk to Yasuko if we can at some point. Man, I really... Did I just go in a circle? I'm not really sure. No, I just went in a circle.
飯だぜ。
It's dinner time.
皆様ごゆっくりお楽しみください。
じゃあいただきます。
いただきます。
ごちそうさまでした。
ごちそうさまでした。Well then, let's head, well, now let's try to head back up. Wonder, hello there.
今日の晩ご飯は脂が乗った金目鯛の煮付けとイカシューマイ、それに青菜炒めを添えてみました。
Today's dinner, I think it was like, like it was some sort of fish with like with fat on it. And some other stuff. I think this must be Shizue.
ここのおばちゃんの甥っ子なんだってね。
Oh, so you're the nephew of you know, the lady here. So I'm guessing, I think earlier, I don't know, earlier when the uncle said Oba-chan, he might have just been, actually, like, I'm guessing because the word Oba-chan literally mean, like, it can mean, like I said, it can mean aunt, but it can also just kind of mean like a kind of a middle-aged woman, and so I guess like the uncle was just, you know, referring to Shizue here as a random woman, like Shizue is doing here to refer to our aunt. Because she specifically words it as the you know, the Oba-chan of this place, like it's like, instead of saying you know, Boku's Oba-chan.
いいところに住んでる親戚を持って幸せもんだね。
Well, she must be happy to you know, have you know, relatives that live in such a nice place.
しずえちゃん
Are you Shizue?
ここのおばちゃんから名前を聞いたのかな。
Oh, did you hear my name from the lady here?
そうなんだ。
Oh, really?
おばちゃん、お盆が終わったら帰っちゃうけど、それまでは仲良くしてね。
I'm going home once Obon ends, but until then, let's be friends.
分かったよしずえちゃん。
I understood, Shizue.
ここで何をしているの？
But by the way, what are you doing here?
海を見ているのよ。
I'm just looking at the sea. I wonder, actually, I might actually. I don't want to write yet.
見ているの？
Why are you looking at the sea? Because I like it.
海が好きだから。
Because I like the ocean. I like the sea.
なんで海を？
The same thing. Nice. Yoshika. I'd love to, if I could find Hikari, I would like to get a fortune read. If it isn't too much to ask. I wonder actually, do we have any time? I wonder if we have enough time to catch a fish, because I am interested in getting at least one fish. Apparently tomorrow there's like an event where we're gonna want to head to Okusawa, I believe. Perhaps, maybe. There's so much stuff to, keep track of. Mebaru. Not sure if we can actually. I wonder, like, if the fish that these girls want, could it perhaps be like, you can only get this at this very specific place. I wonder what they like. Do they have any interest in the fish I've already? Have any interest in this mebaru that I got? No biters, eh? I don't really like all this weird stuff where you can, you can do, sea fishing. Those are the settings. Sea fishing and like shallow water fishing or whatever. I'm actually curious what this is, because that's that's not actually the character for shallow. That's the character for like pale. It's just fresh water. Okay, I'm stupid. Just fresh water. So yeah, fresh water and ocean fishing. All right. Well, let's catch one more fish and call it a day. If we can get some bites. I wonder, like, technically, I wonder if we could technically just, like, fish all day, because I'm pretty sure, like, our uncle won't actually come to, like they won't actually come to put us to sleep, until there's like a scene change. Fish just aren't biting at the moment. Sometimes you just gotta be patient. Okay, that fish goes off screen. Yeah, let's just. Ooh. Well, let's just I'm gonna call it. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Let's call it a day. Hajimete Shizue-chan ni attanda. I met Shizue for the first time. Shizue-chan wa umi ga suki. Shizue likes the ocean. Shizue-chan wa Yasuko to Hikari no okaasan. Oh, what? Okay, that wasn't explained before. 名前と違って声が大きい人なんだ。So apparently, Shizue is Yasuko and Hikari's mother. Yeah, that was not. I don't believe that was explained anywhere. I'm not sure where Boku got that information. Like contrary to her name, she's a very loud person because Shizue literally means like the Shizu part means quiet, and the e just means like bay or like a bay of water sort of thing. Oh man, I actually messed that up. Okay. I chose just the right without sleeving option. But hopefully you guys enjoyed. I think I'm gonna call it there because it's another day. Not too much happened. We met Shizue. We talked to Yo. Next time we'll like I said, perhaps be going around to Yasuko's place. Perhaps we want to see Yasuko. We want to see that girl in the hospital. We want to perhaps go back to Okusawa. Perhaps go back to see Yo again to give him the part B of the rocket. A whole lot of stuff to do. Honestly, it's a little bit stressful because, like I said, I feel like it's like I'm looking at like a guide, right? To like it tells you, these are the things you can do on this day, and oftentimes it's like the things that it's saying to do are things that I'm like a couple days behind on, which is kind of scary. But as always, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Till next time, Liquid out.